is up, YouTube? It is your boy Rams. I know I've been away for a while, but like I say, life keeps lifing. That's neither an excuse or an apology. It's just more so, hey, whenever I can post, I will. So, a lot of things have happened in the news in the past, 4 weeks. I don't even know how long it's been since the last post, but just a lot of things are bubbling. So, what I'm going to talk about today is the topic that everybody seems to be, conversating about, discussing barbershops everywhere is, what's going on with this current beef with Drake, Kendrick, and Cole. As of late, we know Cole recently tapped out. I'm a fan of all three, to be honest. Perhaps I'm probably more of a Drake fan than a Kendrick fan, but I will say that I do think that Kendrick is more gifted than all of them. The reason why is because I think Kendrick has the most unorthodox flow that I've heard in rap in a long time. And I know this because, back when I used to, fool with music and stuff like that, part of what I used to do was I used to be like, almost like, Mortal Kombat Shang Tsung. I used to try to, hear the voices of rappers that I liked. And when I heard their voices singing or saying the words that I said, it made it easier for me to write. Perfect example is like, Jay-Z or Beanie Siegel or Jadakiss. I just love the way they used to just hit their punchlines. I tried doing a similar thing with Kendrick a while back, and it's impossible. The man is like literally like watching the movie, but you're listening to it, because he has a lot of suspense. He does a lot of alliterations and double entendres, but at the same time, the cadence is not like, like a drum beat, like da 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 da. No, his stuff is like really all over the place. So that's why I like Kendrick, and I like the fact that, to me, he made one of the most creative songs, in my opinion, where he literally does the whole song as if he's like drunk. He literally raps like a drunk man, which to me I don't think that's ever been done on record. So I thought that was a gifted thing, or a very creative thing for him to do. Now, speaking on Drake's response, I also think that the use of AI and Tupac, I think that is also a huge deal, because this is a first. And no matter what anybody says, Drake can be the first one to say that he used AI in a rap battle. Like, he's in Guinness, because this is not going to be the only time we see this done. We'll see it happen again, but he's the first. And that's why I think that was legendary. Whether you think it's controversial, whether you think the verse was hot or not, honestly, I think the verse was meh, but it was dope to even have that inkling, like, oh man, this sounds like Pac. I give him points for that. Do I think that that was better than Kendrick's verse? No, not by a long shot. Kendrick just kind of laid things out in such a way that was like very aggressive, very straight at you type of deal. Speaking on Cole apologizing, I'm realizing more and more as I get old that, man, we live in a different generation. Back when I was growing up and you had a rap beef, you would get songs like, Ether, or what's the one that Jay did? The Takeover. Dude, these songs were really, really personal. The way that you could tell that the way that Jay-Z and Nas rapped about each other, you can tell that they were at least at the very least acquaintances at some point. And you could tell that they both were silent fans of each other, meaning that low key, they both know that they're both nice, with the words. So they literally rapped about each other like fans. So they took the stand approach in the battle. With these guys, it's so much about, smoke that they've been hearing in the past and this and that. And some of it is over females that they've been, dealing with, in terms of Future and all the other all the other players coming in on this. I think that that's something that also comes into play in this whole battle thing, is that everybody seems to have something to say on this particular one. Whereas when Big and Pac were beefing, I mean, you had side records and you had this and that, but for the most part, it was pretty much Big and Pac, putting down the records, leading the way. And I don't think anybody jumped in. Like, I don't think you had, too many other players coming in other than, players from the same team. So with that being said, I feel like part of this version or this generation's thing is clout. So clout is everything, even above money. So I think a lot of the additional players that we got in this battle got in just because of the clout and the boost that it would do on record sales, aka Future, Metro Boomin. This definitely helps sales. So I wouldn't be surprised to see other people get involved, like, 21 Savage and Dirt, just people who are connected to these same rappers and, will end up choosing sides, which Joe Budden did mention. There will be sides chosen on this one. It's just a matter of who's going to do what. And Fat Joe said he thinks it's over. I don't think it's over. I think that Kendrick is definitely the type of person that always wants to get the last word. So I think he's going to let things air out and be patient, because that's what Kendrick does. He drops like every other 3 years. So the man is a very patient man. People are tripping because they didn't hear something in 4 weeks or 4 days. You might not hear nothing from Kendrick for a year. And that's the beauty about Kendrick and his flow, is that when he raps, we listen. So I'm not going to keep this too long. I just kind of wanted to have an open discussion. And I want to put out there, I want everybody to comment and tell me, who do you think is the GOAT in what we call the big three? Is it Kendrick? Is it Cole? Or is it Drake? My overall vote goes to Kendrick, but I could easily sway to Drake for the simple fact that the man knows how to make songs, and the man's versatility in terms of world music, when it comes to reggae, Canadian, the man has done a lot of different things that make you think, man, he is kind of like the Mike Jackson of rap. But I do believe that Kendrick is definitely, Michael Jordan with the flow. Don't nobody rap like Kendrick, and can't anybody in the game do what Kendrick does, which is, hey, I'm gonna drop this album and I'll see y'all in 3 years. There ain't no rapper who could survive with the type of release calendar that Kendrick has, other than perhaps Drake. And even he doesn't try that, so please give a comment, like, and subscribe. I'm really gonna keep this gutter, so please forgive me on the editing. I just really am anxious to just post after not seeing you guys for so long. And I want to thank, the people who have subscribed and commented since I have been away, and hope to give you guys some more, entertainment and good discussions to talk about, because that's what we do here on the Noel Narrative. So this is TNN signing off. Y'all be easy.
Listen.